Hey guys, so this is going to be your final exam for looking for Alaska. Okay, it's a 5 paragraph essay, so classic structure: one introduction paragraph, three body paragraphs, one conclusion paragraph. These are the topics you are to write about. Okay, you can choose one of these, you can write about more than one of these. You probably do not have the essay space to write about all of them. So let's just go over this together. Okay. We have these two ideas of the great perhaps and the labyrinth and how to get out of it. Okay. Miles goes to seek a great perhaps. He goes to have his grand adventure. Alaska is concerned with the labyrinth and how to get out of it. Okay. These two symbols, which I covered in an earlier video when we started reading the novel, are important to understanding the story. Okay. So these questions, they're concerned with how life should be spent and how should it end. Okay. So should we have adventure? How should we end our lives? Those kind of things. So the questions that I'm asking you here, I want you to try to relate the book to some of your own experiences. Okay. So you don't have to do all these questions, even though I know some of you won't watch this video and you'll try to do all of these questions. I just want you to pick some things that are related to these questions that you are interested in, and then relate them back to the book. Okay. So for example, did Alaska commit suicide? How do you know? That's going to be interpreting the book, right? How should schools like Culver Creek and BSHS handle tragedies like what happens in Looking for Alaska? You can write your entire essay just on that question. What should BSHS and schools like Culver Creek do when a student commits suicide? Does Miles find his great perhaps at Culver Creek? Again, you can write your entire essay about that one question. And what is the nature of the labyrinth and how do we escape from it? So I'm just going to warn you guys right now that if you Google the answer to this question, I'll know. I've spent all year reading your writing. I will know if you cheat. Okay? And I will send it back to you with a 0 on it. If you're not sure what to write about, think about this one. This is an interpretation question here. I'm expecting you to know the book, but you could squeak by with this interpretation question. So just make sure you mention some things from the book in your interpretation. Okay. So here's the rubric. A is worth 50 points. A, B, C, D, or F. Okay. So I'm just going to highlight some things here in the rubric. So if you get an A, that means that you illustrated a thorough understanding of the book. You did not get anything incorrect about the book, like, for example, mixing up the kernel and Pudge. It's clear to me that you understood the reading. Your paper is 5 paragraphs. Your writing is easy to understand, and it is clear that you edited it. If you do all those things, then you get an A. So is it clear to me that you edited the story? Is it clear to me that you read Looking for Alaska? Do you understand what you're talking about? Do you meet the length requirements? If you do all those things, then you get an A. Okay, down here at the F, it is clear the student did not understand the text. So you mess up things, or you copy and pasted it from the internet somewhere, and it shows me that you did not read the text. The student fails to complete the assignment and submits a partially complete essay. There are abundant low-level errors in writing. So if you aren't capitalizing your I's when they're used as pronouns, if you don't have paragraphs, if you don't have periods at the end of your sentences, those are low-level composition errors. If you don't use your spell check, that's a low-level composition error. And if there are a lot of those, then you're going to end up falling into the F category on the rubric. Okay? This is 50 points, a big grade for you. And I would love to help you with it. If you need somebody to bounce your ideas off of, please just let me know.